Now when you use the word what kind, don't forget this. Kind is a noun, so we need another something here. What kind of music do you like? How else can we say that? How do we say that in English? Yeah. What kind of music is your favorite? Alright? Now if we have these words, we can still ask the question another way, right? What is your favorite kind of music? So, with just these words, we can ask it a bunch of different ways. Are there other what questions we can ask? What is your favorite kind of music? Is there another word for kind? Kind we can use for almost anything, right? Whenever we talk about words, you need to understand that there are different categories. Okay, a category is like a group. Good words have groups too. We have, for example, pets. And then under pets we have dogs, cats, horses, chickens, turtles, right? We can also make smaller groups. With dogs, we have big dogs and small dogs and loud dogs and cute dogs, right? There are different kinds within each group. So the word kind is also like that. We have, for example, the word style. Right? Style doesn't work for everything, but it does work for music, right? What style of music do you like? Is there another word we can use? Style is a little bit specific. We can't always use style when we mean kind. You know, there are different kinds of people. We can't say different styles of people, right? That doesn't work. So this is a bigger meaning. This is more specific. Another one like that is genre. Now this word most people don't use, but I can almost guarantee it's on the GEPT or the TOEIC or whatever else. It means basically a kind, a style of writing or music or art. We often use this to talk about different kinds of art, all right? So we have, for example, romantic and classical, things like that. We use it to talk about books, science fiction or fantasy, romance again. We use it to talk about music, right? All right, what about what the music sings about? There are different kinds of music, right? Like dance music or pop music. But what about what the songs are about? I mean, a lot of songs are about love, right? Are there other kinds of songs? We have romantic songs, songs about love. I mean, one of the special songs in Taiwan, I forget who sings it. Maybe the Taiwanese can help me out here. You know the toilet song? The one where the guy is singing to his toilet? I think the name of it is just Matong. It's just toilet. It was popular, I think, 10 years ago or something. People write a lot of silly songs, right? There are romantic songs, there are funny songs. There are also songs about your country, right? So, there are different things we can ask about here. Okay, what about who? What questions can we ask here? Okay, So who is your, again we see this word favorite. Alright, is there another word for favorite? What if you forget favorite? How else can we say that? Say I doesn't actually mean favorite. What does it actually mean? Another thing about words, a lot of Chinese words that you translate one way to English do not mean that English word. 吃 and eat 不一样. You can think about that one for a bit. How else can we say this? 最爱的, who is your 最 most 爱的? Now we don't always use it in this way, but who is the artist you like the most? Who is the artist you love the most? Again, a big part of speaking is having more than one way to say something. If you only know one thing, who is your favorite artist, then what happens when you forget? What happens when you can't use that sentence? Okay? What about when? Can we use when for music? Oh, someone play when. Okay, when is the first time you listen to a song? Any more room here? Right, when is the first time you listen to this artist or to this kind of music? Right? When was your favorite artist born? Some people want to know stuff like that, right? When do you listen to music? Do you only listen to music on the radio? Do you listen to music when you're driving on your scooter? Do you listen to music during class? Alright? I used to do that sometimes. But it was in my Spanish class, and I was listening to Spanish music. So my teacher said, that's okay, but then you have to translate the song into English. So that worked out okay. All right, where? Where do you listen to music? Okay. Where is your favorite artist from? Right? You can ask things like that. All right. Why? Why do you like this kind of music? Right? Things like that. How? Anybody? How is fun because we can put how with a lot of things. How often? How often do you listen to music? Right? How loud do you like your music? Right? How do you listen to music? Do you use headphones? Do you play it on your speakers at home? There's a lot of things we can ask about with how. Now, one of the key parts to speaking is that if you say something, the other person can ask for more information. But if you can say what the other person wants to know, then they don't need to ask you, right? So a lot of times people don't know where to start. If I say, talk about music. Come on, talk about music. Then you don't know what to do, right? But if I ask you a question, what is your favorite kind of music? Maybe you can give me an answer. But here's the thing, if I ask you, you have to answer my question, right? What about this? You pick a question that you want to answer. You ask yourself a question, and then answer it for me. Okay? So, in your head, you can say, who is my favorite singer? And then you can think, my favorite singer is Bob. You know, Bob, the guy from Canada, right? Okay, but you don't need to tell me the question. You don't need to say, who is my favorite singer? My favorite singer is Bob. You don't need to do that. You just tell me the answer. And what it sounds like is, you're talking, right? Because I don't hear the question. It just sounds to me like you're talking. So, I'd like everybody to pick a couple questions. We can add a couple words if you need them.